If someone had told me that my mother-in-law would be the reason I almost lost my sanity, I wouldn't have believed it. But here I am, telling a story that still feels like a dream, or maybe a nightmare. My name is Susan, and what I discovered shattered everything I thought I knew about family, trust, and control. When I first met Daniel, he was everything I dreamed of. Smart, loving, patient. We got married after 2 years of dating, and though we didn't have a fairy tale wedding, it felt perfect to me. His mother, however, well, let's just say our relationship was complicated from the start. She was the kind of woman who said things with a smile but left wounds behind. I brushed off her passive-aggressive comments, thinking she was just old-fashioned. Her obsession with Daniel was borderline creepy, but I kept the peace. When I got pregnant with our first child, she suddenly became more involved. Bringing me soups, calling every day, even dropping by unannounced. I thought it was concern, but after our daughter was born, I noticed something changed. She never called her by name. Always the baby, never Mora. And then the comments started. Next time, maybe it will be a boy, she'd say, smiling sweetly. I laughed it off. But the pressure to try again came fast and heavy. After I started birth control, Daniel and I decided to wait at least 2 years before having another baby. We were exhausted, happy but drained. And then, 6 months after Amora was born, I was pregnant again. I couldn't believe it. I triple-checked everything. I took the pills every day, same time, never missed a dose. But though it was positive, Daniel was surprised but supportive. I was confused, overwhelmed, and something in my gut told me to dig deeper. One evening, while I was visiting my sister-in-law Lola, she hesitated before speaking. She looked torn. Then she dropped a bomb. Mom's been tampering with your pills, Susan. I didn't understand. What do you mean, tampering? Lola looked like she wanted to cry. She said she overheard her mom talking to her aunt about crushing the pills and replacing them. She thought it was a joke, until now. I was numb. I couldn't speak. I drove home with tears blurring my vision. I needed proof. I wasn't going to confront her without something solid. So I bought a tiny camera, placed it strategically in the kitchen, right near where I kept my pill organizer. It took a few days. Then, it happened. There she was. Opening my pill case. Pouring out the contents. And replacing them with something else. I watched it over and over, my stomach turning. I invited her over for tea. Sat her down. Played the video. Her face turned pale. She didn't speak for a long time. Then she said, I only did what was best for the family. Best for who? I asked, voice shaking. She said Daniel needed a son. That I was wasting time. That nature had its course and she was just helping. Helping? By taking away my choice? I was furious. Daniel was devastated. He didn't want to believe it. But he saw the video too. We involved a lawyer. But because she didn't poison me or harm me physically, the legal options were limited. What she did was morally monstrous but legally murky. Reproductive coercion is still a gray area. We cut her off completely. Changed the locks. Stopped all contact. And yet, the damage was done. I battled depression. I struggled to bond with the baby, as beautiful and innocent as he was. I felt like I had been robbed of a choice. Years later, I'm in therapy. Our marriage survived, but barely. I speak out now because I want women to know. Always trust your instincts. Reproductive choices belong to you. No one has the right to interfere. This happened to me. Susan. And if you're watching this, know you're not alone. Thank you for listening to my story. If you or someone you know has faced something similar, share this video. Let's raise awareness. And please, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. These stories remind us that truth can be stranger than fiction, and sometimes, more painful. If you found this story powerful, thought-provoking, or even just eye-opening, I'd love for you to join our community. We share real, raw, and sometimes unbelievable stories that speak to the heart, challenge perspectives, and keep you thinking long after the video ends. So if that sounds like your kind of content, please consider subscribing, giving this video a like, and turning on notifications so you never miss the next twist. Your support helps us tell more stories that deserve to be heard. Until next time, take care, stay curious, and always question what's real.
In a room full, since I have been quiet, loneliness creeps in like a mountain light. I search for your face in a sea of regret. Your memory's a ghost that I can't forget. We danced on the edge of a love so fierce. Now I'm left with the songs your absence pierce. You were my symphony, my soul and true. Now echoes of sorrow fill up this room. Shattered clothes in my mind, fragments of love we left behind. Broken pieces on the floor, can't find us anymore. Your laughter was once my guiding light. Now it's a whisper in the dead of night. I count the tears on my pillowcase, hoping someday to forget your face. Still see your shadow against the wall, a silent witness to a rising